There are lies we have to tell. There are truths we can't deny. You may recall this was the trailer from the film Brokeback Mountain when it opened in 2005. More than 10 million people went to see Brokeback Mountain that winter. For some, it was merely a movie. Others, however, walked out of the theater feeling as if something had been torn open inside of them. So, they talked about it. They talked with friends and family. They talked with roommates and, of course, therapists. And for some, that met their needs. Others kept looking. Thousands of people found each other on a website called the Ultimate Brokeback Forum. Out of that website came a book from which we will be selectively reading this evening called Beyond Brokeback, The Impact of the Film. My name is Russell Kalchman, and I'd like to tell you just a little bit about my experience seeing Brokeback Mountain for the very first time. Those of you who live in San Francisco probably remember how quickly it sold out. And so for the first time that I saw it, I found myself traveling for a weekday matinee to Berkeley. And after that, I had to go straight to a work dinner. I obviously had no idea what impact that film was going to have on me. I was so moved by Brokeback Mountain that my emotions kept churning within me all evening long at this work event, and it just seemed like an endless evening to me. And the next morning, I woke up very early and found myself unable to stop thinking about this film. So I wrote and wrote several pages about my experience of the film and the feelings that had been stirred within me, and in fact, sent it to several friends as well. Members of the Brokeback Forum wrote about it as I did, in a variety of ways. And the first reading that we're going to hear tonight is from a gentleman by the name of Chris Latanzio in what he calls A Brighter Path. I have come out to my family, but it has been more of a don't ask, don't tell sort of coming out. Before Brokeback, I never brought who I was into the home. Imagine a 23-year-old afraid to read a book or watch a TV channel because of what people might think. The biggest thing Brokeback has given me is my freedom. I have bought gay movies and books and even subscribed to The Advocate. Gay isn't who I am, but it is a part of me, a part I want to be able to keep, even in my family home. And now, I do.
Meet me on the when summer comes again. Meet me on the mountain. I'll be waiting for you there. Oh, the open sky is always on our side. It never asked us why. And I like to think Was no one's business but our own.
I'm Girl Psycho from NPR. Losing Ennis by Michelle. Over time, loving someone like Ennis, giving your all over and over to someone who just can't tell you what he's feeling because of the wall he's built around himself, wears you down until your heart burns itself out. This is especially true when the physical bond between you is so overwhelmingly strong. Even when survival dictates you throw in the towel and walk away, you always relent. With the tiniest glimmer of hope that his shell is cracking and the pain within is leaking out, you drop your defenses and rush to be there. So you try, again and again, until the passion you felt burns down like the embers of a fire, and it becomes harder each time to revive it.
What's a man like you doing here all alone? Drinking more than you should,
truth is, I am Ennis. All these years, I've been living with stereotypes about gay people. What nonsense. A gay with stereotypes about gay people. After Brokeback, I think I really started coming to terms with who I am and what I want in my life. I'm not a gay, queer, homo in the stereotyped sense of those words. I'm just a man who desperately seeks another man to love and be loved by. In Brokeback Mountain, the Ennis inside me saw what awaits him if he lives his life the way he was living all these years. And he got scared to death. From I Am Ennis by Mike Gady.
Flowers by Changed Forever. I'm in my mid-40s, a straight woman with a long, happy marriage who's been extremely fortunate. But this film has changed me. And it's changed me for the better. I hope I'm more tolerant, more forgiving, and more willing to live for today. Because today is really all we have. The morning after the first time I saw this film, I went out and I bought a small bunch of yellow freesias and roses. yellow for faithfulness, freesias because they bloom for only a short time, but they're so wonderful, and roses for love. As I put them in the vase, I turned to my husband and I said, "They're for Jack and Ennis." He didn't laugh. He nodded and he kissed me.
We're not like other couples, you and I. Our dreams are like clouds up in the sky. We stand far below and watch them as they grow, but they never turn to rain on them. It is dry, 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 this land of yours and mine. It is dry, bone dry, and it's been that way for years. The only thing that flows is the whiskey as she goes, and every now and then some bitter tears. Well, every day we use a holiday, and if you ask me why, here's what I'll say. Each time we're done celebrating, there's another year away, 'cause we're not like other couples, you and I. It is dry, 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 this land of yours and mine. It is dry, bone dry, there's not one drop of water there. The only thing that flows is the whiskey as she goes, and we only laugh when we're too drunk to bear. Now what's that sound of ringing in my ear? It's quiet, baby, we can hear. But it sounds like wedding bells, it must be for somebody else, 'cause we're not like other couples, you and I. And yes, I heard a wedding story a while ago. I'm trying to remember if I can. Someone stole the wedding dress, it was really quite a mess, and the groom, well, he ran up with his best man. Where they go, that's what I would like to know. There's no room for two grooms in this world here below. If they want to be together, better wait for better weather, else they just might wait forever, those two guys. It is dry, 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 this land of yours and mine. It is dry, bone dry, but here we are and here we stay. We're doing fairly well, making life a hell. There's hope that heaven waits for us someday.
Putting Everything in Perspective by John Trudell. Alan was married to Bonnie. Bonnie's father owned a furniture store, and she stood to inherit a lot of money. Alan told me that was why they got married. He never went to college, and he thought that would be the best way to have a decent life. They ended up getting divorced, but even after that, he was afraid to let me come live with him. I drove down there when I heard about the divorce, and I drove back the same night, crying. Still, I would not allow myself to get seriously involved with anybody for all those years, although I did have opportunities. I was waiting for Alan to ask me to come live with him. The last time I saw Alan was the summer of 1988. We had a big argument. Alan was trying to hug me when I was crying, and I pushed him away. I didn't talk to him for a long time after that. I still have a jacket hanging in my closet that Alan gave me to wear one night. The last time I tried to call him, his phone had been disconnected. I heard from a friend a few months later that Alan had died.
Friend, do you know that when I first laid my eyes on you, I made a place for you in my heart. But instead I'll watch you, see you safe in a sweet, cool dream forever.
Ennis, being lonesome don't mend matters. And the whiskey ain't much help now either. And each new wrinkle, each gray hair, I cherish in the sweet, cool dream forever.
I heard your whispered vow to me. I heard your silent prayer. I know more than you did what you meant when you said, Jack, I swear. Will you ever look up at the stars again and wonder what it's like up there? If you do, perhaps you'll see me waiting in the sweet, cool dream forever.
When I am gone, don't you cry for me. Don't you pity my sorry soul. What pain am I in will now be past, and my spirit will be whole. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll have left my feet of clay upon the ground. I will be glory bound. I'll be on my way. When I am gone, don't you cry for me. Don't you pity my sorry soul. One thing I am will now be past, and my spirit will be. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll lift my feet, live on the ground. I will glory found. I'll be on my way. When I'm gone, please forgive the wrongs that I might have done to you. There'll be no room for regrets up there high above, way beyond the earth. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll lay my crown and all the burdens down. I'll be putting on my crown. I'll be on my way. When I am gone, don't you look for me on places I've been. I'll be alive, but somewhere else. I'll be on my way again. I'll be on my way.